Roseanne Murphy, president of Clearcut Technology Solutions Incorporated, a friend of mine, sent me some guidelines that I'd like to share with you in terms of understanding your network, reviewing your network, and making sure, especially in the small firm solo practitioner context, that you have the best technology available to you. Here are some of the guidelines that she suggested I consider. One is document what equipment you have, which would include the make, the model, the serial number, date purchased, status of any warranty, and the like. When Roseanne told me to do this, it sounded very much familiar to me. It sounded like something my father did a number of years ago before he died, and that is he put his affairs in order, meaning he set up a separate page for all of his assets, told me what they were, set up a separate page for all the debt that he owed, and told me what the terms of the debt were, and so forth. This is what Roseanne is saying in effect. Have a catalog of what it is that you own, so that when come time to make a change or do some maintenance or do some repairs, you know exactly what you've got, and you're not at the mercy of somebody else, because they're going to have to do that before they make any recommendations for change. Make sure that you keep your antivirus systems current. These things change so fast, and the spammers are so good at making changes that go through the walls no matter what protection you have. Make sure you have the latest and greatest antivirus protection that you can. Identify your critical systems. Know exactly what you need to have up and running. It sort of reminds me of when I wrote the book on disaster planning and business continuity. One of the elements that was important that we learned in putting the material together for that book was that not every practice area required to be up and running within a matter of an hour or two of a disaster. Now, the litigation department, obviously, because you've got due dates, you've got deadlines, you've got trial dates, you've got brief filing dates, and all the like. But for example, the estate planning department might not need to be up and running for a matter of a few days. All of which played into understanding what was critical, what had to be done first, what the priorities were to get up and running in the event of a disaster such as 9/11, or more commonly broken pipes and flooded filing rooms and so forth. So this is important to understand what systems are critical and have to be addressed first. And then, at least quarterly, Roseanne is suggesting that we budget 6 to 8 hours for that quarter to have someone come in and do proactive maintenance on our system, to make sure that each system in our network is running efficiently, whether it be defragmentation that's required in order to have that degree of speed and so forth, whatever it might be, to have that done. Most often, this is something that we'll want to have somebody come in to do for us, but not necessarily. Whether you do it yourself or whether you bring in a technical person, follow these guidelines that Roseanne is suggesting. They will keep you more efficient, they will keep your speed to its greatest level, and enable you to deliver your services more quickly and more efficiently to your client. Thanks for joining us today.